Gaslighting. Gaslighting is a psychological manipulation tactic where someone distorts your reality, causing you to doubt your perceptions, memories, and even sanity. For example, they might deny things they said or did, make you feel like you're overly sensitive or irrational, and manipulate situations to make you question your own judgment. Over time, this can lead to a loss of confidence and a heightened reliance on the manipulator's version of events. Fear-mongering. Fear-mongering involves the deliberate spreading of fear and panic among people to achieve specific goals or control behaviors. It often relies on exaggerating threats or dangers and using them to manipulate individuals or entire populations. For instance, political leaders might use fear to garner support for policies or actions by highlighting exaggerated risks or threats. Love bombing. Love bombing is an overwhelming display of affection, attention, and praise designed to quickly build emotional dependence and attachment. It can involve lavish gifts, constant communication, and declarations of love. Once the target becomes emotionally invested, the love bomber may reduce or withdraw affection, creating a sense of longing and insecurity that keeps the target seeking approval and validation. Social proofing. Social proofing leverages the tendency of individuals to look to others for guidance on how to behave or think in uncertain situations. It exploits this by creating false or exaggerated social validation to sway opinions or actions. For example, fake testimonials or manipulated reviews can influence consumer choices by creating an illusion of widespread popularity or approval. Silent treatment. The silent treatment is a form of emotional abuse where one person ignores or withholds communication from another as a way to exert control, inflict punishment, or manipulate emotions. It leaves the recipient feeling confused, anxious, and desperate for resolution, often leading them to yield to the manipulator's demands to restore communication or connection. Guilt tripping. Guilt tripping involves manipulating someone by making them feel guilty or ashamed about their actions or decisions. This is often done by continuously reminding them of past mistakes or sacrifices, using phrases like, "If you really cared about me, you would," or "I've done so much for you, and this is how you repay me." It exploits empathy and a desire to avoid conflict or hurt feelings. Forced teaming. Forced teaming is a tactic where a manipulator creates a false sense of unity or shared purpose to compel cooperation or compliance. This can be seen in professional settings where a leader uses inclusive language, "We're all in this together," to pressure employees into working extra hours or accepting unfavorable conditions. Restriction of choices. Restriction of choices limits someone's options or decision-making power to steer them towards a desired outcome. This can be subtle, such as presenting only two options where one clearly benefits the manipulator, or more overt, like withholding information that would allow for independent decision-making. Amplifying problems. Amplifying problems involves exaggerating or inflating issues to create a sense of urgency, crisis, or vulnerability in others. This heightened emotional state makes individuals more susceptible to manipulation or coercion. For example, a manipulator might blow a minor disagreement into a major conflict to gain sympathy or control over the situation. Slightly wrong information. Slightly wrong information is used to subtly manipulate conversations or perceptions. By providing inaccurate details or subtly misleading statements, a manipulator can provoke corrections or steer discussions towards their preferred narrative or outcome. This tactic relies on exploiting natural human tendencies to seek clarification or correction when information seems incomplete or incorrect. Recognize these tactics to empower yourself to defend against manipulation.